In the bottom right, playing for Team Puck, we have Barrett, a BarrettRTS, aka me, versus Snaek, representing USA and friends up in the top left. This is Greenfinger versus Wulfar. So I think Greenfinger is actually a really strong commander in general, but I also think he's very strong on this map. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go for Greenfinger, and Wulfar's pretty good. So I mean, how do you feel about these picks?
Uh, yeah, I mean, at first I wasn't like sold on Greenfinger on this map until we actually got into practice, and one of my teammates was like, "Yeah, Greenfinger is really good here," and we tested, and sure, it's not bad. You have to play him a certain way to like get the full potential out of him, I guess, but that's not really an issue. Wulfar, I mean, generally kind of always a strong pick, I guess. Uh, yeah, there's nothing much to say about it. Like, Wulfar is just pretty good all the time. And I see you've dealt with the early sword harass differently. Like, Snaek decided to heal on the village before going to that village, and you decided to send the knight there.
Yeah, because my plan, and you're gonna see it right now, is the thief comes out, and I'm like, actually, there's a really easy steal target here. So I might as well try and go for that. I just abandoned the left front because I was like, yeah, Wulfar could get Groove, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So I'm just gonna give them economy there, and I'm gonna let myself fall a little bit behind on economy, just so I can get a thief out and punish them for the overextension. And I'm also gonna get a unit count lead by putting a lot of pressure on with Greenfinger.
That's a pretty forward positioning. And you're
Yeah, but
actually decapping that village. Hmm.
yeah, I mean, I realized the thief could go up further, and just didn't want to give them too much econ. So yeah, Greenfinger had a very forward position, but he's very covered. Like, there's a knight crit protecting him, there's a maid protecting, so the surround would get absolutely decimated if it came.
Yep. And I think Wulfar has had kind of the ideal path as term like on this map for commanders, where basically he goes from the side then to like each village and ends up on this mountain hitting that village right there. I think that's kind of the best that can happen for your CO. Uh, on your side, looks. I mean, you look like you're in a quite similar position, really. But you've already used Groove.
Yeah, Wulfar uses Groove there though, and gets some value out of it, but I mean, there was a mistake there. I shouldn't have let my knight get hit by the harpy, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't the end of the world, and they've completely abandoned this right hand side. So my thief and my sword over there is gonna, get some nice value that turn.
Yep.
And I'm just able to have a really nice couple trades here. Is really like what I want to go for. I'm able to use my wagon very aggressively along with the vines. That vine in the top right hand blocks the balloon from the spears being able to be aggressive. And yeah, I'm just able to constantly put pressure on with Greenfinger and the rest of the army.
Yeah.
Also,
Game is
the
still
the
like somewhat even, I'd say.
yeah, the
The
sword
vines are a
formation,
big
just
problem.
to give a quick note, that blocked the harpy from finishing off the knight, which is why there was like a wall of swords there. Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah. I was thinking like you I mean like assume you both did like equal amounts of damage, but then he kinda has to back off because your vines are still up and like now he can't really uh stay around it. It would be a losing fight basically. Hmm. Let's see. Alright, so you're getting back to the villages on the left. Yeah, so this is looking pretty decent for you because when he retreated, he took a very, very passive position, which allows you to take control of the map.
Yeah, and this turn, able to just like put some pressure on Wulfar, get my army further up. I love Wagon on this map. I think it's actually one of the best maps for Wagon. There's like so many little like choke points you can put it to block, and it gives you so much mobility with all the roads.
I mean, I kind of just spam balloons on this map.
You see, the thing about balloons though is like mages can still one-shot them. Nothing can break a wagon, so... And they cost a lot less money.
Well, they cost a barracks build, so there's also downs to wagons, I'd say.
That's true, but I don't know, they're just so strong.
Wulfar gonna be very aggressive right there. He does have archers behind his army, so it's
Yeah,
not like
but I think you might be a
unreasonable for
little bit
him to
behind
do
me
that.
on the replay because Wulfar just died on screen.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Well,
able
I
to
mean,
get a dog crit plus a dog crit suicide with a witch hex, and he was already injured, so yeah, Wulfar just overextended a bit. I think in general I had a nice lead that game. I was able to kind of I fell a bit behind at the start, but as we got further into the match, once I had Groove up, and I was able to like constantly kill units with like Greenfinger my army. Like I picked off 2 swords. I think I might have picked off a dog as well. And that wasn't happening on the left hand side. So I was trading unit count very well. And then when it came down to the fight, I was able to push in, drop Greenfinger vines, and then yeah, there was a good Wulfar groove in return, but it wasn't like a great Wulfar groove.
yeah, I think he used the vine to like push them off the center, and then after you did that, well, he backed off in a very passive way. You took some villages, and then he realized that he actually had to fight, so he went back in. But at this point, he was taking a bad fight, so you were in a pretty good position from there.
Yeah, and I don't know. Just speaking from like, I mean, obviously, you know, this is like very different when I'm doing my own game versus like other people's, but I was very nervous going to this match, but when I was actually playing out, I felt very calm. I didn't feel like I was behind at all. Um, Snake's a great player, but like I just felt like I was like able to outplay him. There was like a couple moments when I made mistakes, like there was a knight that got hit by a harpy for free, and that shouldn't have happened. But I was able to
Yeah,
recover.
I do that all the time.
So, but and you know, I was able to get the thief like in the top right, like that was able to do a whole bunch of pressure, and I put like a vine up in the top right to block the balloon path, which I thought was quite good because it meant they couldn't punish it. I was just able to do a whole bunch of stuff like that. I was very pleased
Yeah.
with my performance there.
Yeah, I think the timings worked out very well for you because, like, basically the commanders reached the center around at the same time, but you had Groove, which means you won the fight there. Like, I mean, you also played it like pretty clean, so.
Yeah, and like the bit when a lot of people would say, oh, you know, like it looked like I was overextending with Greenfinger up at the top right at one point, but I had a Night Crit lined up to defend, I had a Mage to cover the air, and like swords nearby to like pick off anything that was on low health, so...
Yep.
And he couldn't die, which was the main thing, so I could get him out and I could get other units in. So yeah, I think, yeah, it was just a nicely played game. I was very pleased with my performance. So we're gonna go to game 2.